Namaste. Namastizzle. Peace and blessings. Greetings. What's up? Magick La Croix. I am your host. Don't forget to hit that like button, share and subscribe on your way in. We are at the end of the week. I hope y'all had a good one. And we had storms again yesterday. It's that time of the year, though, for tornadoes. In Temple, Texas, tornado fucked shit up. People are still without power. So it started off today, stormy, but looked like it's passing us. But like I said, it's that time of the year where tornadoes are going to be active. You know what I mean? So if you are in the path of a tornado, please take precautions. Again, there's some people still without power here in Texas. Let's see who's here. What's up? Hey, Empress KK. Namaste, Sister Righteous. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. So y'all got kids, right? Empress KK and Sister Righteous, do y'all have children? I'm asking for a reason. I need to ask a question. I titled this live The Participation Society and Generation. This is for a reason, and I'm going to show some footage, of course. But do y'all have children? Yes? Okay. Yes. Okay, cool. So my question is this. So you've gone through your children being children. What I mean is you watch them grow up and everything. So there's a time when they were in elementary school, okay? And so I'm wondering if you feel like children, when they give out awards for certain achievements in school, elementary school, we're talking, when they give out certain awards, should all children get an award? Or should just the ones who work hard in a particular field, should those be the ones that get an award? Oh, you have a daughter? Peace, Brother Righteous. Brother Moore. I was thinking Sister Righteous and then Brother Moore. Peace, Brother Kunami. What's going on? So my question, I asked the two ladies that were here, is all children in elementary school, should all children get an award? This is what I'm trying to figure out here. Again, I'm asking for a reason. No? What's going on, Tosh? Yeah, sorry about that mistake. Like I said, I was thinking Sister Righteous, and then Brother Moore's name came up, so I said Sister Moore, or however I said it. But something seriously wrong with this generation, y'all. Something seriously wrong, and it's not me being a hater, or I hate this shit, or my age. I'm not old. You know what I mean? By any stretch of the imagination, am I old? It's just something that's seriously wrong with this generation. No, they shouldn't. I'll be out here. Peace and chaos, Sister Katrina. What's going on? The reason I'm asking that particular question is because of this. I want y'all to see this. I cringed when I saw it, and it's just inexcusable, to be quite honest. Just inexcusable. You know what I mean? Check this out. This happened in Atlanta. You might have seen it already by now.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, I apologize for what we're seeing right now. But Mom, I'll talk to you. I'll talk to you. Mom. We can look at it in a minute. You can't. And ladies and gentlemen, I apologize. Boys and girls. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, I apologize for what we're seeing right now. But Mom, I'll talk to you. I'll talk to you. Mom. Mom, we can look at it in a minute. You can't. And ladies and gentlemen, I apologize. I apologize. Boys and girls.
Door pause. This woman was mad because her son didn't get an award at an elementary school. Oh, damn. Nope, those who earned it should be praised. If the other kids want to be rewarded, then they have to want it. And they can't want it if you just give it to them. Thank you. No, it's the same principle as No Child Left Behind. It dumbs down the process of learning. It takes away from the importance of knowledge and application of it. Thank you. They should all get an award. It's tough learning the crap they force these kids to learn. It's just me, though. So far, it is just you. I'm not being funny, though. Awards are for exceptional performance. People are not beholden to realness. Thank you. What's up, Legacy Sigma? I think it sometimes depends on the situation. Full moon and we can't see the moon, they stay covering it up. Yeah, they constantly are doing that, y'all. They be different in Lithuania. Some of the people out here ain't got it all. You telling me? Me and Righteous been saying this to chicken out here. They be putting nitrogen in the food. Azazel Bay has said that. He has said they put fear in the chicken. You know, she's still mad she never earned an award. How about that? It's definitely the chicken. So many parents should not have been parents. Exactly. This generation wants to just be recognized just for participating. You know what I mean? And it's not just the children. There's a certain way that there's a time and place and everything. I know you've heard that before. But to act an ass like that in an elementary school gathering, you know what I'm saying? We give them, I'm going to say we on this one, we give them the ammunition they need to show us at our worst behavior at all times. We give them the ammunition. Of course, they're going to show shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But no, all kids shouldn't, you got to earn it. You know what I mean? Why should the standards, this generation thinks that it, it's automatically, it takes away the process. I think Kunami said it earlier. It takes away the process. You're supposed to earn awards. They're teaching them early that you should just be, it makes them entitled. It makes them privileged. Think about LeBron James, and he has many stands. I call them stands. They are stands. You know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers really do think that he's better than Michael Jordan. You know, not only that, they think he should be considered the GOAT because he got to the championship 10 times. Now, mind you, he lost 6 times. So he lost more times than he won. And he won 4 times. And one of those times was the bubble championship, which shouldn't even count. It was during 2020. You know what I mean? Yet, if you go to any of these articles and read, his stands will defend that as if their life depended on it. This generation is entitled. They want participation trophies. You know what I mean? That woman acting an ass shows just how low we have shrunk. You know what I mean? When I read the comments, because it's over 1,000 comments, a couple people said, how did I know that was Atlanta? You know what I mean? And to think that at one time I wanted to move there when it was considered the Black Mecca. I seen an event with my daughter and there were special needs children who participated that got awards, which I believe was right, but I'm always for the less than fortunate. Okay. Remember that the participation trophy started in the 90s. She grew up thinking that was normal. You're absolutely right, Todd. Absolutely right. Detroit, too, I see most of these people's minds are gone. Okay, LeBron James is completely different. No, it's not different. It's just that his stands, I only use that as an example. His stands want him to be considered like the best of all time simply because he got to the championship 10 times. Just for getting there. Though he lost more than he won. But just for him getting there, he should be recognized for it. You see what I'm saying? That's why it's kind of the same thing. But back to this, they're always going to show us at our worst behavior and we give them the ammunition. You know what I mean? Everywhere I look on social media, Black people are acting an ass, like a straight ass. LeBron James is craptastic. Definition of overrated. Thank you. This is why I fucks with Tosh. Thank you. His son is going to the NBA averaging 4 points. That's a participant. Exactly. He is going. This dude is nowhere near NBA ready. And yet he gets to go declare for the draft because he's LeBron James' son. He averages 4 fucking points a game. That's his average. Participation. Literally the definition of overrated. Literally. LeBron James is literally the definition of overrated. You know. Here's another clip, y'all, where I say we act a fucking total fool. I've said this many times already. When you don't own anything, they get to tell you, the world, the rest of the world, what these people act like. Here's something that happened at Howard University. Y'all know what Howard University is, right? I'm sure you do. This happened at Howard University. Check this out.
An emergency going on, y'all.
A celebration years in the making for these Howard University students coming to an abrupt ending Thursday as these graduates waited to walk across the stage at the Crampton Auditorium. Just outside of the lobby, dozens of loved ones locked out and some trying to push their way in after being told the building was at capacity.
Because of the size of the room and because our relatives sometimes do not know how to act, the fire department is now here to shut us down.
Administrators doing their best to let the grads get their special moment and grab their diplomas before they cleared the room, but the damage was done.
Like while they were doing the keynote speaker, there was like loud banging. Even before that, for like 10 minutes straight, just like boom, 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 boom.
After this commotion, pictures showed the broken glass door left behind.
It's sad right now, low-key.
Oh, yeah.
It's sad.
I'm just heartbroken.
And dreams shattered for grads like Holly Ragunanan and her family, looking to make up for moments missed during the pandemic.
Glass started getting broken. One of my classmates' hands got cut. I didn't even get to walk. I graduated magna cum laude and I didn't even get to walk. I'm class 2020. I didn't get to walk for my high school graduation. I didn't get to walk for my college graduation.
It's not just the grads who left the canceled commencement disappointed.
All the money we spent, my father and grandmother came down from North Carolina.
And while these grads try to salvage the celebration, not long after, DC Fire sang in a statement. DC Fire and EMS did not shut down tonight's event. At 6:42 p.m., we responded to the Crampton Auditorium for a medical call at the request of campus police. The patient was evaluated and refused transport, and DC Fire and EMS departed.
I'm confused why it got so crazy, how it got so quick, so bad, so fast.
And some of these graduates will get to walk this weekend. The university's main commencement ceremony is set for Saturday morning.
I'm just going to want to stop it there because I'm so disgusted by looking at that. You know what I'm saying? Peace. Shadow Twerk Tarot. What's going on? Michael Jordan's son actually had better stats, but because he wasn't pulling in his pop's numbers, he quit. But Bronny is going to go all the way? That's crazy. Exactly. I think it's crazy as hell. He is not NBA material. Of course, I ain't just giving my opinion, but averaging 4 points a game is not NBA worthy. You know what I mean? But because of who his damn father is, and I think that's a stupid name anyway, Bronny. But anyway, yeah. But Howard University, this happened. People didn't get to walk because people were outside acting an ass. You know what I mean? Everywhere you look, acting a total, complete fool. You know what I mean? Join up with not just your soul tribe when you can, join up with some other group, not called Black Americans. Y'all see the reasons why. I told y'all people were going to be literally losing their minds. Literally. You know what I'm saying? After 2020 happened, and what they constantly strain, I keep saying it, it's becoming redundant. This is why, y'all. You know, it's not that people are just now really acting a fool. It's that it's all this other shit too. You see what I'm saying? You ain't gotta take my word for it. I mean, the proof is in the pudding. You see it all the time. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna have to put a copyright disclaimer on this video. Otherwise, they're gonna say, "Oh, we can't monetize." I wanted to show that though, to show this woman, she graduated magna cum laude and couldn't walk. She didn't get to walk because people were acting an ass. Cringe-worthy shit. Cringe-worthy behavior. Okay? Cringe-worthy. You see what I'm saying? Cringe-worthy. Participation. They couldn't participate, so they decided to tear the shit up because they couldn't participate. Aloha, my chérie. What's going on? How are you doing? You know, this is crazy. It is absolutely crazy. Those of you who like old school hip hop, do you ever remember a baby or a child, a toddler? Is there any evidence of a toddler, like 2, 3 years old, reciting lyrics from like Rakim or any rapper? Is there any evidence of this? There's another reason I'm asking. Trust me on this. Anybody? Anybody at all? The fact that this toddler can mimic current rappers should tell you all you need to know about what they're putting out to the public. Okay? Check this out, y'all. Just check it out. Check this out. I watched this at least 10 times this week. At least. Y'all ready? I remember being very young reciting lyrics, but not 4 years old. Yeah. But they can mimic these rappers, these so-called rappers. Watch what I'm talking about here.
Hey, hey. Hey.
The fact that this little girl can mimic and not have any words to say, she can mimic it. She can mimic the cadence. She can mimic the delivery. The fact that she can do that and that this is what every single rapper out now sounds like tells you all you need to know. I said what I said. They all sound exactly like that. She even got that, whatever the fuck that is. It's like they barking or something. I mean, what the fuck? You know what I mean? But the fact that this little, she's got to be only 2 or 3 years old, can do that. I've never seen a 2, 3-year-old do that with KRS-One lyrics. Rakim, Big Daddy Kane, Biggie. I've never seen kids mimic them. I think the wordplay and all that is too complex for them. But the fact that they can mimic mumbling. I said what I said. Magick La Croix speaks. But you was like 12? Yeah. What's up, P Sizzle? P Sizzle. Technique Twin, what's going on, bro? Peace, brother Caribbean Grimoire. What's going on? Now I see why my pops was mad. That's Mini Megan right there. Or something. They all sound the same these days. Stupid. And parents proud of that shit. You know, they hyping this little girl up like, she's mumbling. She's literally mumbling, but she's a toddler. She's a toddler. She gets a pass for that. She does. These rappers all sound just like that. What the hell did I just stumble into? Gaga, goo goo, Ebonics. Can this baby read or count? Her parents are failing. Check this out. This has gone so viral. It is over 11,000 comments, 205,000 thumbs up. It has been shared 47,000 times. You know what I'm saying? Everybody talk about, oh, this is so cute. When she switched up the flow, I was like, whoa. You know what I mean? She may not have the words, but she definitely got the flow. Crazy how she came in right on the drop and then rolled the pocket seamlessly. She's naturally gifted musically. Read the comments when you get a chance. They won't let kids be kids, man. Exactly. They refuse to let the children alone. And I hate it. I absolutely fucking hate it. What's going on, Sharon? I've yet to see a reading challenge. Right. The fact that she's been programmed due to her mom as well. They are hyping this baby up to be a mumble rapper. Literally. I would impressed with her reading, but in the coming paradigm, they probably don't want adults or kids to read. Peace and blessings, Sister Moonfeather. Oh, I know a 5-year-old that knew all Too Short lyrics. I was shocked. Her mom thought it was funny. Too Short has always been rated R. So the fact that a 5-year-old, yeah. This generation is doomed for, I'm telling y'all. Once again, I wonder if other planets are wild like Earth. I'm going to find out, right? Peace and blessings, Elegant Granny. It's a new type of retardation for the adults who think this should be trending. I'm telling y'all. It has been shared 47,000 times. She ain't using no ghostwriter. She flow off the dome. Only one person said, get her books and a dictionary. Start her to read now. Her flows are going to be epic with word knowledge. She can go platinum with that single. She sounds just like the majority of rappers out now. Seems like another trending experiment. Exactly. Mass programming across the board. Exactly. She was closer to 6, but just crazy. That is absolutely fucking crazy to me, y'all. Not just the participation for those of you who just coming in. I was showing a mother acting an ass at an elementary school because her son didn't get an award. She acted an ass at an elementary school, y'all. An elementary school. Okay. This they say that this is the best time to be alive. Is it though? Is it? I mean, because all we seeing is retardation. That's all we seeing. All right. Jeez. Did y'all see? Here's something we haven't talked about, but I meant to. The teacher, black man, a melanated man, copper colored man, let the students do his hair. Did y'all see that? This is about 2 weeks old now. Did y'all see that one? You know, I've seen all kinds of excuses saying there was nothing wrong with it. He let students play in his hair, do his hair at school. Did y'all hear about this? Dora Pazizzle. Damn. She ain't got no ghostwriter. She coming straight off the dome. What? Did someone actually hear words in that mess? Yes. You should see the comments. I am going to put it's a reel. It's a reel. I am going to put the reel right there in the chat. You can see it at your leisure. Now, after reading Rakim book, I want to go to the 80s. Right. He gave me weirdo vibes from the jump. I had a I think I had a link, I think, to that. While the melanated race is continuing to be retarded on social media, here's other shit that they're saying in Congress. They're saying this in Congress. Y'all ready for this one? Check this out.
We build, we produce, we go. A crusader, an explorer, and a conqueror. We build, we produce, we go upward. And we recognize the central lie of American race relations. We don't exploit other groups. We don't gain anything from their presence. They need us and not the other way around. The press has clearly decided to double down and wage war against the legitimacy of Trump and the continued existence of white America. But they are really opening up the door for us. America was, until this past generation, a white country designed for ourselves and our posterity. It is our creation. It is our inheritance. And it belongs to us.
The Whiteness Studies reading.
Striver, a crusader.
So I misspoke. It wasn't said in Congress. But no matter where it was said, he had an audience listening to that. And y'all wonder why I promote magic and spirituality. You can't possibly wonder at this point why I do that. There are actually people out here who still think like this. They still hold on to this ideology that the Caucasians built everything. They pulled themselves up by their bootstrap. They still believe this lie. It's a flat out lie, y'all. It's a flat out fucking lie. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah, he turned out to be a P. Yeah, he did. Damn. Earth Prime is a prison planet experiment. We too far from the source of energy in the universe. Yeah, that is definitely a prison planet. Yes, I heard and left it alone. I don't argue with degenerates about what is degenerate. Tosh for the win with that comment. They can't touch us and we can't touch them. Right. Elegant Granny is a teacher. You know what I mean? Now, I haven't heard about the teacher, but it sounds like he's trying to be students' friends. There's a clip going around on Instagram that turns, it's a really weird vibe about this dude. But my point is, there were a lot of people, justifying what he was doing, saying it was harmless. I'm not going to repeat, nor am I going to just state who the majority of those people were who were supporting him. Okay? Figure it out. I'm not here to bash anybody. Figure it out or look at the comments for yourselves. So all you heard, that right hand of his, yeah. They have always been Slim Charles from The Wire. We fight on that lie. They don't have a choice. That is exactly right. They will fight till the day they die on that particular lie. You know what I mean? The bad part about this is that they have programmed some of us to believe this shit. There's a lot of us who believe that. You know what I mean? When you have the media, you can say whatever you want. You can program people to believe whatever you want them to believe. Okay? Enough of that. Let's hear from the master teacher. Jesus, man. It's always something, ain't it? Always. Always, always, always something.
Before he tore out the side. Well, in the Gnostic scripture still coming out of Kemet, Pharaonic thought is this entity, Adaldabrath, broke away from his mother before he was formed and went and set up a universe of his own, but because he wasn't formed all the way, he botched the job. So creation is a botched job that is not really finished yet. Because the spirits had to come in, incarnate into creation, and further it on down the way until it gets to the point where it's finished. So they had to take a botched job, go in through the stream of incarnations until they alchemically got to the right level to destroy this shit. You see what I'm saying? To destroy it. But it ain't coming from some beings out. That's why they ain't showed up. Because they ain't going to show up. Guess why they ain't going to show up? Because they showed up a couple of millions of years ago, and you the motherfucker sitting in the room. You the goddamn alien. Yeah. If you don't understand this shit here, you're wasting your damn time.
And that's the reason why you say as time go on, things change, and it's coming to the point to where we're coming there now.
Did you see the movie X-Men, the first one?
Yeah.
They tell you all of it on the first movie. They said it is talking about a series of mutations till you can get to a mutation. Now, they're talking about us. They said that this process is slow till we bring on a new species. This process is slow. We the only people that have been around long enough to transmutate into a new species. On the DNA inside of us, which you see the staff of Tahuti, with the wings of the Medical Association, the staff of Tahuti, on the DNA and the same caduceus is the same fucking damn mitochondrial DNA inside of us. On that DNA inside of us, if you know anything about melanin and alchemy, melanin is a series of amino acids. And they study the amino acids in us every day. And they know that our amino acids is changing. So this whole shit that was put out by a fucking Zachariah Sitchin about the 12 DNA strand, we follow that old white man shit. That's for white folks. In the barotheric gland, the barotheric gland is nothing but the fucking pineal gland. See, they got to play on words. They know that they're DNA. They know they're not the people. You understand what I'm saying? So they would rather make a goddamn excuse about this barotheric gland that these aliens took out of us is why we couldn't rise. The barotheric gland is nothing but the pineal gland. And they're talking about them. And the aliens they're talking about is us because we created them. You see what I'm saying? So in so many words, the reptilians, now let me go back to this thing so you be sure on this, because it's a government plot. And see, as you think, it's going to be the way you're going to have to unlock these gates. Now you can play all you want to, I'm just trying to say, look, let me explain something to you. Now, I don't know everybody, most of y'all are New Orleans. There's nothing wrong with that. He came down to introduce you to some information, to get you to a certain point, so you can go out on your own and become gods on your own. And there's a group of people that was in there that can't go beyond that, but that's all right. They couldn't go beyond it in the first place. There was a group of people, every group out here got a certain amount of gods, and they got a certain amount of people that has to belong to the group. Even in the Nation of Islam, Elijah Muhammad said, we got scientists up in here, and I don't want no more believers. It's right in the damn theology of time. That's when he really started talking this shit. He said, I want gods. But there's a certain group of people that they can only take things face value, and they got to wait on Dr. York. Dr. York, I've even heard from one of the sisters that Dr. York even told the motherfuckers, God damn it, I'm waiting on y'all. Right. He said this shit.
Yeah, that's real. That's real.
In some of the things, I'm waiting on y'all. Y'all supposed to do it.
Yeah, that's right.
He was giving the people the things because he understood. Okay, that was the group. And that's by way you came. I'm just saying, though. That's by way you came by.
So I'm gonna stop it there. You know what I mean? Y'all heard what he said, right? You know, and the point he's making is evolve or die, pretty much. You know, that's the whole point. I wanted to get to y'all. I see y'all talking in the chat. So, let's see. I've always wondered what humans would be like now without alien genetics manipulation. What height we would have reached. That is a good question there. I can't answer it, but that's a good question. Yeah. They want people to go back to sleep so bad with their see-through bullshit. They've proven they are desperate frequency vibes, but some people are still easily fooled. Exactly my point. Thank you for saying. With their political boo-boo the fool tactics. I ain't heard that. It's been years since I heard boo-boo the fool and shit. And then, that's a thought, excuse me. That's a thought I've been having since reading these Enuma Elish and these ancient texts. Maybe our evolution is our only salvation. Got a point there. Bobby Hemmett lectures are hot, every single one of them. You know what I mean? It's very eye-opening when a lot of these master teachers' lectures resonate deeper today. I always feel that way with Delbert Blair, as if they were teaching for the future. That's exactly what they were doing. Okay? That's exactly what they were doing. Cosmic Comics, right? In the back here, he says, the atmosphere of Earth has changed. We can breathe now. Yes, the reptilians are making it more breathable for us. They also made every Earth creature have some sort of illness, and they have convinced them that it is natural. You mean all Earth creatures are on reptilian pharmacy chemicals? No, only the humans. It's in the back of his book. See that? They're talking. They're having a conversation here. You know what I mean? There's another point that I want to bring to y'all that I thought you might find interesting. Remember, he also said that the gender wars that's going on right now and still going strong. The gender wars happened on the star system Orion. He says this: if a woman tries to break up a fight between two men, she is attacking their manhood. Men fight like they did when they were boys. Little girls don't break up fights between little boys. Men solve problems that way. Men have two ovaries called scrotum. Men had wombs and was called womb man. Men did not need a woman to reproduce. Babies can be grown now from sperm. Star constellations in Orion with hundreds of planets. Rigel, Betelgeuse, Bellatrix, and Mintaka. Ever notice that little boys dislike playing with little girls and their toys? Most boys grow up hanging out and having fun with each other until a girl comes and ruins it. Ever heard the term hanging out with my boys? Girls seek out boyfriends years before a boy seeks girl. The movie Alien vs. Predator is actually the war between early alien man and woman. Even during sex, it is a war. In the movie Enemy Mine, Louis Gossett Jr. plays an alien womb man. Historically speaking, reptilians created modern human as slaves. They created the magnetism, allure, and variation of sex for slave creation. Because the main battles were fought in the constellation of Orion, these wars are also known as the Orion Wars. At the outset, a little over 20 million years ago, the war started over territory in the constellation of Lyra. But soon the war spread to Orion and it became a war of mindsets and ideologies. This is in the back of this book. This is called the Orion Wars. Okay? He quotes two movies, Enemy Mine and Alien vs. Predator. Okay? Do your research. This is why I suggest doing your research. What do you think about Terrence Howard on Joe Rogan? I have yet to look at that, so I can't answer. Supremacy McCoy. Or over all these guru scholars subtly appearing. I mean, they've always been there. I mean, it's a war for your mind still. There's still some spiritual wars going on here. Where can I buy some of Azazel books? I could not tell you. I looked for his site today. It is no longer there. Okay. Beetlejuice and the Lyrans. Yes. I don't know where you can purchase the book, sir. I don't know. I really don't know. His family is seasoned communication with people, period. You know what I mean? One of the best books I have ever written in my life. Okay? He says about the movies, the series Sliders. There's a science fiction series called Sliders that I have yet to get into, but he says Sliders is one of the greatest TV shows in the history of television. Is my favorite. Rubik's Cube is the representation of a 13 by 13 by 13 matrix, which is the amount of compartments of the brain in which your 2,197 personalities live. Damn. Which in turn are the dimensions that you slide through in the brain. Your multiverse and other cells that you can call up to help you in this dimension. Each square on the cube is the box that you may function from or stay stuck in. You are more than a Moor, Christian, chaos being, or Muslim, etc. You are all and can access any at any given time. These are the entities you can call on that are actually you. This is the number that breaks the program of all those programs, 8,913, that you may call yourself in the various 2,197 dimensions. Sliders is a must revisit. Sliders, right there. That's where I got that. Yeah. Please digitize Azazel book, brother. I will buy a copy. Say no mas. Well understood. I respect the decisions of the family. Digitize. Oh, y'all talking about me scanning? Okay. All right. This is another clip I want to show y'all. Let's see. And that song that little girl was singing stuck in my head. It is now playing steadily in my head. All right. Check out, speaking of Azazel Bay, check this clip out. This is from the tribute I did with him after it was 1 year since he transitioned.
Years.
It's like Sliders.
Yeah.
Go watch Sliders. The reptilians are in Sliders. I forgot what they call them in there. The Cro-Mags.
Sliders.
And the Sliders are moving from dimension to dimension, trying to escape the Cro-Mags or the reptilians who are after them through all the different dimensions. And as they go through the different dimensions, they conquer those worlds. How do you know when they conquer a world? When they conquer a world that's close to what your world is like, your world gets worse because it bleeds through. When you, like for instance, if you do something positive now, something positive happens to those realities where you live that are close by. So the thoughts that you have and the things that you do have an effect on your other realities. And they know this. And a lot of the entities that they use are silicone based. Because this part of the galaxy is more silicon than carbon. That means we're not just not from this Earth, but you're not even from this galaxy. Okay? So, and then you do have some silicone within you because you use silicone products. Not you per se.
Gotcha.
But when you see makeup and lipstick and all of that, okay? I told one sister the other day, lipstick is made from human bodies. This is what I learned from Pfizer's at a lecture at Pfizer's at the Botanical Garden. Makeup is one of the worst things you could, and that's why, you know, they're more reluctant to arrest or do anything to women because they have them under control based upon what they do to themselves. The men are more apt to rebel. And so they, like if a woman kills somebody, they might give her life. But if a man kills somebody, they're gonna give him death. You understand? And the reason for that is because they could use the woman in mind control. Who giving everybody the shot? Who was the one who gave all the shots in Tuskegee, Alabama? Nurse Rivers. Okay? They're more easily programmed. The easiest to program, though, is the European with blonde hair and blue eyes.
Yeah.
So I heard all that, right? I saw y'all still chatting. So let me go to your comments. I love the sci-fi series Sliders. It had a profound mind change in me. Interesting. Sliders. Fringe was excellent. Fringe was excellent. Stargate, excellent. Have you ever used Japanese pendants or curios magic? I have. It's been a minute, you know, but Japanese magic is one of my favorites. You know what I mean? I love the Japanese chant. I've given it out several times here. You know, hanging out with the boys. I remember Layla Africa said males get their male status from other males, not females. Layla Africa also said what males talk about amongst each other. Stargate, big game changer. Azazel has shown up in these recent times for me, and I can say his energy is powerful and very respectful. Absolutely. African holistic sex relationships. Dr. I'm going to look into that. He was spitting. I'm banned on YouTube, but I would have definitely reposted this. The interviews that I did, you can find right here on my channel. I've done 3, I think, with Azazel, I think. And then when he passed, I did a tribute, you know, but yeah. Yeah. I'm seeing that Katrina sent me something. I haven't actually looked at it yet. Hold on a second. This is TikTok, and y'all know I don't like TikTok. Not really. Let's see what it's gonna say here.
So you took a 6'2" serial rapist, serial child rapist with male genitalia, and he said, you know, I'd like to be in a women's prison. And your answer was, that sounds great to me. Let me ask you something. The other women in that prison, do they have any rights?
Is that a question you're
Yes,
asking me?
the other women in that prison, do they have any rights?
Of course.
Do they have the right not to have a 6'2" man who is a repeat serial rapist put in as their cellmate? Well, Judge Detburn, I'm going to continue on this line of questioning.
Woo, that's 6 minutes long. I'm going to go back to that. I'm going to watch that whole clip. You know what I mean? That's something that they will censor you for. You know, if you disagree with that whole transformer thing, they will censor you for that. That's why I've avoided saying anything about it. But the amount of people making excuses, that's what grinds my fucking gears. You know what I'm saying? Thanks for that, Katrina. I seen a site with Japanese pendants and thought of you. Oh, okay. Please give me that site. I want to see it. I was tapping into the Japanese mythology yesterday. I didn't get too deep in what are some reference points, perhaps. He didn't drop gems on affecting your other selves in other worlds, Asha. He's on point about that statement about who's easy to influence. He just dropped gems on affecting, spell correction. Okay, I got you. Yeah, go see the movie The One. The One, go see Fringe. The one with Jet Li, okay? He killed off all his cells, you know? And it's my contention that sometimes when you are supposedly dreaming, you're actually in another body, in one of your other selves. You know, there's one self, I had a whole life. I had an apartment. I had 2 apartments. You know, one I was living with my wife, and the other I had a couple of girlfriends. I'm like, what the fuck is this? You know what I'm saying? There's some times when I'm convinced I am just in another life. That man talking shit, I got to check that out. He was speaking some real shit. I got to look at, me too. I just noticed that Katrina sent it to me. I'm going to check it out too. You know what I'm saying? Putting men in women's prison? Come the fuck on. Thank you for that post, Golden Bronze. I like the Japanese spells. I want that book. That book is easy to get. You know, you can email me. I'll give it to you. You know, I sometimes will give out some books. I don't do it often because then people expect me to do it all the time. You know what I mean? At some point, you're going to have to do your own collecting. At some point, you got to do your own research. I'm not speaking about anybody in particular. Y'all know I don't do that. I don't do subliminals. Never got around to watch Fringe, but I will. You will love Fringe, I think. Walter is a genius, and it's about the other realm that's like close to this one. You know what I'm saying? It is so on point, Fringe. I think I'm gonna revisit it. You know, I like that movie, The One. The One is one of my favorites. I recently went back to that movie to see what type of yantra was on Jet Li's wall before the roof scene. I haven't seen it since it came out, and that was years ago. So I can't even speak on it. I don't remember not one scene from that movie. You know what I'm saying? Let's show another Azazel clip, and then we're gonna close it out. Let's see. I can't believe that little baby's still playing in my head. Can you believe that shit? I found this one. All right, that's where I was at. Right around here. Then we're gonna close this out, y'all, for today. This is the first interview I did with him.
One, and I got about 10 different books. That's how it's. That is psychiatry. Those are psychiatry books, or what do you call it? The documentations and stuff like that. If you got those books, you could break down anything almost.
Okay. Caribbean Grimoire asked to post a link for the book. I'm trying to remember what book he's talking about, but that happened, 30 minutes ago. You talked about a book, and I guess that's what he's talking about. Oh, post a link to your book. He wants the link to, I will put everything, all his links, people who's watching this, I'll put his links to his site and everything in the description box on YouTube. Okay, so you can, and he has some dynamic things on his site, lectures and stuff that we actually need to know.
I recommend the Cosmic Comic Book, though.
Are you going to bring out more copies, or once you sell those last two, is that it?
No, after the last two, part 2 is going to come out.
This is part 2.
Okay.
This is part 2.
All right, let's see. What is the esoteric meaning of a birthmark?
Right, that was the first one. All right. Just so happens I opened up to it immediately when he was talking about the the other selves. You know what I'm saying? But also about your split self. The left brain and the right brain, and he talks about the chakra points. You know what I'm saying? Wealth of information that man was. All right, let me see where y'all at. The new Planet of the Apes movie, Caribbean Grimoire, I have not watched it. I have not been interested in that since I was young. I have not watched really any of them. They don't hold my interest at all, to be quite honest. And the Jedi Mind Magic series, I was experiencing this on the mushroom. I remember Bobby Hemmett used to talk about Avalon Bookstore. There's one near me. Avalon. I've never heard of that. Activating and operating your other bodies in hyperspace. That's why I suggest Fringe. Check out the yantra at the beginning of the movie when you get a chance. Okay. Avalon Bookstore is a bookstore, witch, wizard, herb, crystals, etc. Me and my husband went there. It was packed with Caucasians because they actually seek this shit out. It's the Negroes who don't. Sad to say. You know what I mean? Everybody's now, like I said, participation trophies. Everybody's now an occultist if they do a fucking mantra. They do a mantra, oh, I'm an occultist. Everybody's a healer. Everybody's an empath. The occult is nothing more than a blanket term at this point. Okay? It has everything to do with what people see as spirituality. Okay? Surface level beginner shit. You know what I mean? So again, everybody's a healer, everybody's a reader, everybody's an empath. You know, everybody got all these magical powers, and yet black people still in the fucking bottom. Explain that to me. How, Sway? How? Sorry, I missed buying a book. Never knew it would go down. I didn't either. Honestly, it was a surprise to me too. I enjoy botanical bookstores, etc. All right. So anyway, that is it for me today. I got more. I guess we'll continue on Tuesday. I want y'all to have a good rest of your day as well as the weekend. Thanks so much for joining me. I always enjoy y'all's company and your interaction. I am the one and only, the diabolical Magick La Croix. Watch out for those participation trophies, y'all. Stay safe. And I'm not being funny when I say that. Stay safe, because people truly have lost their fucking minds out here. You know what I'm saying? I'll see y'all next time. Enjoy the weekend. Thanks for joining. As I greet you in peace, as always, namaste. Peace, y'all.